Well, good morning, YouTube. I'm a little bit late. Said I was going to do one of these per week. I haven't done that. I'm going to explain why. I had a little bit of a nightmare. So obviously I'd recorded before I went to Ibiza. So we're going to show Ibiza, record some bits while I was in Ibiza, and then come back and edit. However, two people ended up booking instantly as soon as I got back, and I said I weren't going to do that. However, they are very good friends of mine. So I went through with it. However, what I did do is forgot that I had footage on those SD cards and formatted them. So all the footage is now gone. Hence why I haven't had a YouTube video. But today is Sunday. We're having a reset. We're going to get sorted. I'll touch on Ibiza as a whole, what I enjoyed, my experience, and we'll go down that route. We're going to get a tattoo. We've got a pretty big unboxing. And I'll touch on where I'm at with the physique, because I'm definitely back in the groove and getting myself back to where I know I can be. Training's fun. Training's enjoyable. Training hard, most importantly. And that's also giving me a little bit of clarity on other areas of life, and I think we have to have moments where we do go and relax, hit a few raves, and just let that mind be free in some sense. So we're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna make amends for the mistake, take you through this week and make up for it. Let's get it. So I woke up this morning and decided I wanted a new wallpaper. ADHD as fuck, I know. This is just how my brain works. We've made one. And I think this is the beauty of things now. Like, we are in a time where if you just put your mind to something, you can do anything in a matter of, that took me like 10 minutes, if that. I just found some stuff I liked, found the text I liked, found a little bit of a message that aligns with me in regards to say less, show more. Cooked it up, but I think it looks quite vibey. I'm impressed. So this is one of my rest day meals, and I love it, not gonna lie. I think the cool kids call it a yogurt bowl, don't hate me. So what we've got, 250 grams of fire. I just have Aldi's Greek version, it ain't that deep. Blueberries, 20 grams of almond butter. I do 10 grams of almond butter, 10 grams of dark chocolate. If you want to swap them, peanut butter, almond butter, 85% dark chocolate. Don't be a bitch. Swap them in and out as you please. It's not that deep. And 40 grams of a healthy cereal. Weirdly, I love the Frosted Shredders. That is an actual choice. Banging. But it's a decent little sweet treat, especially while it's a little bit warm. Put a bit of salt on top. Decent. Anyway, I'm going to eat this, watch a bit of YouTube, because we can't eat without YouTube, 2026, and then we'll go and do the unboxing. The time has come. Now actually, I've had this for a few days, and I didn't want to open it without doing an unboxing. I've been like a kid at Christmas, because I've been wanting this for a while. I just couldn't pull the trigger, and then it had like 20% off on Amazon. I'm like, you're going to have to do it. Let's get a knife, let's unbox it. Mind is a place you never leave. Stay playing for hours on end, like make believe. This is not a fairy tale. That's what you say until my hands around you. So that's it. We're set. Still need to get a little bit of a softbox. The main thing is portable. I can go anywhere with it. Literally a little box like that, and I'm set. And I think lighting is one of the most important, yet hardest lessons that everybody learns who gets into this, where if there's no light, the image is just going to be flat. It's going to be boring, it's going to be mundane. So this is just one of them things where it had to happen, and obviously the opportunity arose. Time to get into the tattoo, I think. We're going to show you what we're getting, and then I'll explain why I've got it after. But we're going for something a little bit different this time, compared to obviously the arm. I'm going to get a little bit of this finished, but leg's been bothering me, so time to get that sorted. Tattoo is done. We want to roll this week, right? There's a lot going on. I think I've just made potentially one of my best purchases yet. The Ajax one might just be it, but you remember my jersey guy, Tom, very good friend of mine. There's another guy who does the same thing but with football tops. My long-term ambition and the long-term goal is a long-sleeve David Beckham AC Milan top. That's the top of the pedestal, that's what we want. So obviously I've gone into the thing looking for that. Didn't get that. But I also like Juve tops. So I said, have you got AC Milan or Juve? Didn't have AC Milan, but we got this. I'm gonna open it, try it on, show you what we're working with. Tell me that's not naughty. That's filth. That's what that is.
It's inflatable filth. That's what it is.
Problem is, it's going to be a new addiction. I need it. If you've got a long sleeve AC Milan David Beckham, you need to shout me. So I just realised, didn't even turn the mic on for that last bit. Mistakes happen. It is what it is. I apologise if it sounds a bit shit. I've also got a new poster. Spike combined with Nike. What more do you want? A bit of Spike Lee in the bitch. We are pretty much caught up. I am going to show you a little bit of a segment now where I'm checking in. This is the first time I've actually taken pictures in 8 months. So it was, well, no, this is the second time. I've done one, went to Ibiza, didn't do it that week because obviously I was back and just getting back in the groove. And this is the first week, and the difference in my physique already, night and day. I feel like my legs have grown twice the size. Mad what happens when you actually train them and don't skip them and do them twice a week. Training with Harry now, good friend, coached him for a month just to get him ready for Spain, but he is the definition of ADHD. The guy cannot sit still in the slightest. I thought I were bad. He's horrendous. I think it's important to have these sessions. I'm very much, I'll be honest, I don't like training with people. Music is my therapy. I would argue 4x4 baseline has probably equated to around 70% of my muscle gain. In the morning, it's my toxic trait that I thump that bitch out as hard and as loud as I can. So with sessions, I try and not train with people too much because I just train way worse. It limits my performance, but like I said, it's just because I'm a little bit too attached to music. So when I'm training, I need it, but it drives me. Always good to catch up and have some fun at the big S20. I'm gonna have some food now, and then we will catch up, and then we're back. Everything will be in live, real time. Let's get it, let's go. I turn the screen off so I stop looking at it. I'm just gonna check in, and I wanna touch on it because it's a very, very important but also crucial part, I think, to anything that we do. So this lad, he isn't gonna see this, he doesn't actually have social media, but point is checking like how can we get rid of the love handle. When people say this, I like to touch on it because I think it's such a crucial part of why we do what we do. And people don't realise that when you are having these thoughts, they are such a driving factor, and it's why I genuinely believe that the process is the most beautiful thing. Like when people say the process is the prize, it is so, so true. And the reason being is, right, look at where he started. Look at then where we got after the first little bit. That is already a good couple of kilo off. Now look at where he is 4 months' time. If he wasn't getting up, if he wasn't feeling these ways of, right, that's what I want to get rid of, there wouldn't be any oomph behind him. And when I started the gym, right, I was a 9 stone kid, riddled with anxiety, couldn't fucking order a Nando's. The reason I joined the gym was because I wanted a place where I could go and work on myself, build my confidence. And that is the reason why I think I made so much progress so fast, because I had such a shit, upsetting starting point of, right, I look and feel wank. Nothing's going to push you in life harder than something like that. So if you are having thoughts of, don't really like this, lean on it, because that is not going to be there at all times. The reason I let my standards slip a little bit at the start of this year is because I no longer had them worries. I no longer had that anxiety that was driving me in the past. And then you start to get a little bit comfortable. So when people do say these things, I love to touch on it. Use it. That is going to get you up in the morning. That's going to put you in the gym when you don't want to be there. Trust me. Superpower. Let's touch base. It's been a while. This is just going to be wrapping the video up. A little bit of a podcast style, a little bit of chill. We've got the mood lighting. Trying to put some effort into things these days, you know. Ibiza were unbelievable. plenty of good memories, experience as well, and something that I definitely want to go and do again, because it didn't actually batter me too much, especially while you're there. If you've been, you'll sort of know that you like just running on adrenaline. It's when you come back, it hits you. So I landed back on a Sunday, and by the Thursday, your boy was broken. And then the Friday, I were all right. So it took me, what, four and a bit days to get back to some form of normality. Besides that, mega. Interplanetary Criminal, mint. Ushuaia, we did ants. I actually weren't really bothered about it. I very nearly bailed and were like, I'm not bothered, because we were flying the morning after. And it was actually one of my favourite days. Martinez brothers, insane. I want to go and see Joseph Capriati. Don't really know if that's how you say his second name, but I have fell in love with his stuff on SoundCloud. So the next time I go out, there will be a next time, I want to make sure he is on, because just vibes, man. Absolute vibes. The last month I actually took no jobs on, just to sort of get a little bit of myself back. My content was just fucking abysmal, I'll be honest. It just weren't me. It was very, I suppose, like soul sucking. You know, when you've done something that you shouldn't really be doing for that long, it just ends up taking its toll on you. And that happened to me. Like, I'd say that's the first major burnout I've ever hit. Whereas now, hopefully this YouTube sort of portrayed that we are getting back into the groove and just trying some new things. And it's the same with business now. Like, I've actually got myself back with training. I've actually understood the style of coaching that I do still want to do, and who I don't want to coach. And that's opened up obviously new paths. And the way that I want to coach now is, and who I want to coach is, lads who are very much just simply me. And by that I will explain. Still want to have some form of discipline. Still want to hold themselves to a standard. They want to look good. They want to feel good. But they also want to be able to fuck off to a beefer and just have a good old rave. And be able to have ketchup on the meals without fucking stressing about too much salt and all this other shit. For me, the way I coach now is, we nail the basics and that is it. I don't tell nobody to be buying no EAAs, no hydration formulas, none of that fucking nonsense. You do not need to be spending £500 to get in shape. You don't. I haven't done it for nearly 2 years. I'm doing it right now, whereas I take creatine, glutamine. I'm using a fat burner, which is a peptide called SLU. It's the first time I ever used it, because I weren't interested in using Clen and anything like that I have done, openly admitted, in the past. Potentially I might put a tiny bit in, but nothing like I've done. I've just had my bloods done. My test is 22 nanomole, which I will put up in case anybody's interested. And that's sort of my message to people. Like, you can still build a fucking fantastic physique without smashing yourself full of shit, still being able to go and live life. And that's the core principle. You do not need to just sacrifice everything, because I've done it. I've been guilty of it. What's the point of having a physique if you're not enjoying life? You're not doing things, you're not going out, you're not, in hindsight, showing it off a little bit. At the end of the day, we all go to the gym to look good. Like, if you are living like a hermit crab, what's the point? I think far too many people now get into it and think bodybuilding and just make it an entire persona, forgetting that there is other avenues and there's other things that you can do with it. That's where we're at with coaching. Simply lads who want to look good, feel good, and still be able to go out and do shit every now and then. Same with off-plan meals. I actually push off-plan meals until the back end of like a diet for 6 to 8 weeks. And I force people to go to a restaurant. That doesn't mean lay on your fucking sofa and eat your KFC. It means go out, socialise with friends, socialise with family, socialise with, if you've got a partner, and make it a little bit of an occasion and a date. And then with content, I do not do any talking heads. It just doesn't fill my cup. I'd rather not have the money and just do my own things. Whereas displaying people doing cool ass shit, athletes, artists, like the tattoo that you've seen me get, it's just a vibe, it's aura. Like, that's the stuff that I want. I want some substance. And if you are watching this, if you're a coach, you wanted to get into coaching, you do not need to spiel or pay. If you're paying a videographer, right, for talking heads, don't. I'm a straight up tell you, do not. There is way better ways that you can invest that money. Get some cool ass pictures, yes. Get your B-roll, yes. That is something that you should be paying for. That is something that I will die on that hill of. You can use it for everything. You don't need to be telling people how to eat 3 different types of protein. When you see me eat meals, I am educating. You are seeing me do something that is getting me in shape without me directly telling you this is the protein that you need to eat. Oh, Jack looks good. He's getting in shape. He's eating minced chicken, yogurt and protein powders. Might work that. There we go. Show, don't tell. Say less, show more. Full circle. Everything now has got a reason. Everything's got a meaning. And I feel like I'm finally beginning to align with myself a little bit. As they say, pressure builds diamonds. That's where we're at. I hope all you were good. Thank you anybody who has tuned in. Hopefully there's a lot of travel coming up, which I'm excited for. Very, very excited for. As Boone's was going chaotic at 9 o'clock at night, because I've just banged on the bed. Well, beanbag. Guard dog. Thank you for tuning in. Until the next one. Peace out. JP, signing off. Peace.